Dumelang everyone, yet again welcome to a stunning Friday night. Happy new month. We kickstart the show with stylish struts and statement pieces. It's pretty clear that the Sunday Society picnic isn't just about food and blankets, but additionally a chic outdoor affair set in lush gardens where guests can look forward to a stylish and elegant afternoon of many joyous activities. We then move over to the Great Train Race, a historic event that relives the legendary race between the steam train and the 1930 Bentley. It's not just about speed, but also embracing bringing people together for a thrilling experience. The event showcases iconic classic cars and creates a vibrant atmosphere. The summer-spring season marks a fabulous period for fashion gurus to reveal new designs. The Seditsi Collection, a renowned fashion house, recently celebrated its African luxury garments with very distinctive prints. Summer 2025 introduces a menswear range. Shorts and shades pair well with ocean views. To flavors that capture the spirit of Gqeberha, waking up to the sunrise by the beach was a perfect start to a worthwhile journey and stay. Definitely lots more coming up, so stay tuned.
Dumelang, Sanbonani Absheni, and hello! The countdown to your favorite arts, culture, lifestyle, and travel show is over. Vitalamina, you can send your Koza, but as always, you can call me Candy, and I'll be your host this evening. Such an honor to be with you as we enter a brand new month. The headlines already hinted at what is in store tonight, and we're bringing all the vibes. So let's dive right into it and get this Friday started. All right, so first things first, let's find out what local and global stories made headlines this week in our news wrap. Take it away, Wilani.
Former star of The Nanny and recent president of Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, Fran Drescher was honored with the 2,822nd star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame earlier this week.
I wanted to be in show business. I dreamt of becoming a star. And today, this Hollywood Walk of Fame star makes it official.
Drescher's most famous role was as Fran Fine, a one-time bridal shop attendant from Queens who winds up caring for a Broadway producer's 3 children in the 1990s sitcom The Nanny. Her memorable portrayal with her nasal voice, loud fashion, and deftly executed pratfalls garnered her 2 Emmy nominations. As president of the 160,000-member SAG-AFTRA Union, Drescher won widespread praise from performers for her tenacity in fighting for better wages and protections against the rising threat of artificial intelligence technology. Country music star and philanthropist Dolly Parton announced recently that she was postponing her Las Vegas concerts due to some health challenges. The singer's originally scheduled December shows taking place at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace have now been pushed back to September next year. Parton has also enjoyed success on screen, most notably in her role opposite Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin in comedy film 9 to 5 in 1980. She received 3 Golden Globe nominations for her work on the movie, including Best Actress and Best Original Song for the film's title track, which she wrote and recorded. The track also saw her nominated for an Oscar for Best Music Original Song. Italian fashion house Giorgio Armani earlier this week unveiled the last collection personally worked on by its late designer and founder at Gqeberha Art Museum in the heart of Milan. Armani, known in the fashion world as King Giorgio, passed away earlier this month at the age of 91. The show, conceived to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the fashion house, turned into a tribute to the late designer. That's all the entertainment news we have, and we'll have more next week.
That's right. From stylish struts to statement pieces, it's clear the Sunday Society picnic isn't just about food and blankets. It's a runway in the heart of Sandton. Here's a lowdown of what happened at this year's spring edition that took place this past week, courtesy of Trendz producer Buleng Ulibatsi. Take a look.
Set against the lush greenery in the heart of Sandton, the Sunday Society picnic is where fashion, music, and leisure come together once a month. Guests arrived draped in colorful attire, picnic baskets in hand, and a live band sets the tone for a day that feels more like a runway than a park. And now that you wish you were here, let's fill you in on what makes this picnic one to brag about. Moments like these remind us of the evolution of eventing as well as fashion. Gone are those days where you only pull out your jujette and your corduroy for weddings and funerals. Now you can wear your traditional attire for a picnic. Let's see what other people are wearing, aside from me and my gorgeous dress, honey. Come. So I've run out of something to drink, and I'm gonna check who is gonna be kind enough to share. They say 3 is a crowd, but I don't think you mind. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
He just said I don't mind to share. Is this your first time at the picnic? I'll start here as well.
It's not our first time. It's the second time. We've been here before. We really enjoyed it. And so we said, no, let's come again just to relax and unwind and bond as a couple.
What was the song that was playing on your wedding day?
Tihamba naye by Brenda Fassi when we're doing the step in our reception.
Do you guys still remember how to dance as a couple?
We still do remember, even though I'm not good in doing a step, but I still remember.
Color made a statement everywhere, from subtle details to bold pieces like the sun hat.
I got it to go to Gqeberha small street. Really excited to be a Gqeberha more muscle. And then this dress I had to go into to collect it at Small Street, and then I had to choose this color because it goes with my skin tone.
But it wasn't just fashion in the air. A certain 4-letter word was floating around: love. Some couples arrived ready to create new memories.
It's not my first time at the Sunday Society picnics. Yes.
Why do you keep coming back?
I think it's a good day out, plus the sun's out, and we've been like in winter and stuff. So I think spring is here and summer is here. So it's good food, good live entertainment here.
Okay. Tell me about your interpretation of the picnic.
Oh, the interpretation, it was South African print. So I went for this like modern. I think they use it in the modern thing, so I went for it, yeah.
For others, it was all about music. Picnic blankets and baskets were quickly forgotten once the dance floor, or should I say dance grass, heated up.
Because of heritage, we try to put in a lot of local songs as well, to pay tribute to artists from South Africa. When the audience energy is high, then ours becomes even higher, so it makes it a lot easier for us when people are interacting and having a nice time.
Munati wa ratwa. And Trendz Life is always the right ingredient to elevate the experience.
Today we shine a spotlight on a special occasion that honors the legacy of the late struggle icon, Umama Winnie Madikizela Mandela. The Winnie Madikizela Mandela Golf Day is more than just a celebration of her birthday. It's an event dedicated to carrying forward her vision of empowerment, resilience, and giving back. And joining us in studio is one of the organizers of this prestigious event to share more about what its purpose and, what we can expect. Bongani, welcome to Trendz Live. How are you this evening?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, we're so happy to have you, but let's get straight into it. I mean, this golf day is a very significant one because you're also having it in honor of a very iconic legend, in Africa. How did it come about?
It's just an idea that came, the friends came about, and they were playing golf.
Okay.
They normally do. And then we found that we were quite privileged to be playing golf. And then we thought of where we're coming from. We are coming from the deep rural areas of the Pondoland, the more eastern part of the Eastern Cape.
Oh, ngumxhosa now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, I am Kendi. Yeah. So the idea came about that. Then we find ourselves to be privileged with playing golf in Joburg.
Yeah.
And then what about the people that are in the Eastern Cape, where we come from?
Yeah.
Now, as we know that Eastern Cape is the most rural, 80% rural. And then people there, they find everything to fend off. If you're not a policeman, if you're not a teacher, then you need to find something else to do. So we find ourselves to be running some businesses within, then we are able to play, and then we find ourselves very privileged. Then the idea came about that we are coming from the area where people are struggling.
So now let's
Then
give
what do
this
we
to
do?
them.
Let's give this an opportunity to them, especially little girls, because that's what we want to see. We want to break the barriers. We want to make sure that we get professional golfers from that part of the world.
Sure.
People who can compete, in the world, in South Africa and abroad.
And abroad.
Yes.
But now doing it in the honor of, the mother of the nation, like that element, just tell us a little bit more about that.
Doing it, in the commemoration of Uma Tigizela Mandela, coming from that area. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to the municipality, Winnie Mandela municipality, because they are in collaboration with us.
Oh, wonderful.
And they are Trendz. So Mama is born on that side.
Yeah.
Is a beacon of hope. She has done everything in this particular world. She is known to drive,
change and empowerment. Yeah.
That's what this golf day is all about.
It's all about.
In commemorating her legacy.
Tell us actually, what does the golf day encompass? Are you having people just playing, or are there kids also there? Because I know it's going to attract a lot of, or rather it attracts a lot of people in like business and politics and also in sports. So explain to us how the day actually looks like that you are, doing.
The day is very bright, and what happens is we call the sponsors.
Okay.
The sponsors, they sponsor a particular hole.
Okay.
And then they put money on that hole.
Oh.
So that people can come and play. And then when you are playing, all those proceeds goes to what the golf day is intended to do.
Which is what?
So,
where are these funds going? Actually, I'm quite curious on that.
The funds go to the development itself, because the intention is to develop the young players.
In golf specifically. Why did you guys choose that as the sport to plug into? Because it's seen as very exclusive and only for the elite. So why this sport in particular?
Kendi, you have said it, you cannot say it better. We are trying to open the barriers. We need to see the change that these Oma Mandela have done, to open for everybody in South Africa, open equal opportunities in South Africa. We know that it's a very exclusive kind of a sport.
Yes, 100%.
And it's very expensive
to
a greater extent. So now, if you think of those guys coming from my area down there in the Pondoland, where are they going to get the money from?
If you don't give them that opportunity. I see how you're thinking. I love that. But
thank you very much.
Mama Winnie was somebody that wanted to empower the youth and really just was such a trailblazer in her own right. How do you then hope that this event will then go forth to honor her legacy and showcase it?
There's a specific reason. This golf day is normally held on the 26th of September, on her day.
On her birthday.
Yes. So to us, it sounds very profound. And then at the end of the day, that's what she's all up to. Empowering the youth. Empower people that are coming down from those destitute backgrounds. So we firmly believe that when we do that, we honor her. There's nothing else that we can do. She's already a beacon of hope. She's so big. But if we do the little that we can do, especially from the area where she's coming from, because that area is a laid-back area. Go back there. So because at the end of the day, there's a partnership with the local golf course there.
Yes.
Which is, I just forgot the name now. Okay.
We'll put the stuff on our social media, James, so that you don't have
so now
to.
There's that partnership, Walco Sun.
Okay.
Yeah, it is there. So we want to see people making money out of the golf day, because the players will come there, professional golfers are there. They're impacting knowledge.
Yeah.
They're impacting skill.
And you're taking that money also and making sure that it's been planted back into where Umama comes from, and just also where some people that are underrepresented don't actually get the chance to do this.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. But people are watching at home, and if they wanted rather to attend or to contribute or to partner or to sponsor, what can the people at home, do to be a part of this initiative and this cause that you're driving?
One thing is, especially the communities down there, we want them to be on the course on that particular day so that they can see. Because remember, there's a say that who feels it knows it. So if you're there, understand how to swing a golf ball, then you're getting taught by the professional players. I'm not a professional player, but I can do a thing or two. I can show somebody a thing or two. But at the end of the day, it's the legacy that we are creating that is going to last long.
And I want it to last long. And when you think about its longevity, where do you hope that it goes long term and even just beyond, celebrating Mama's birthday and just doing these golf days? What do you hope the impact is going to be into the future?
There's a simple thing that we have put down into place. 7 years, it's not a long term.
Sure.
We want to say one of the players from this kind of an academy to be playing in the professional ranks.
Sure.
Starting here in South Africa, especially women.
Especially women. What is it about the girl child that is something so important to you? Because boy childs are also allowed and are involved, right, and invited, okay?
Indeed.
But what is the thing about the girl child? Because you smile every time you say it.
I'm a father of girls.
Oh.
Yes, there's one boy in the house.
Okay.
But the most attention is given to the girls.
Yes.
And I'm an advocate for hope in girls because they are the future leaders.
I love that.
Yes.
And Umama showed us about that.
Exactly.
She is a leader, and the fact that you guys are doing this and pushing this initiative and plugging into such a beautiful course is so amazing to hear. I would love to speak to you more, but I did tell you earlier on that it's live too, so siyabulela that you joined us tonight on Trendz Live.
We really appreciate the opportunity as well.
Yeah.
To
more events and to more success, and these golfers also playing one day on international stages. All right then, right now though, we are going to be taking a break, but before we do that, I would love to wish our mother of the nation a happy heavenly birthday. She would actually have been 89 this year. Like I said, we're taking a quick break, and when we come back, more entertainment and some fashion is making its way to you. Lescasuta. Thank you so much. Welcome back. You're still tuned in onto SABC News as we get into our next story for tonight. The Graced, or rather the Great Train Race, is more than just an event. It's also a journey through heritage, community and celebration. Taking place this past weekend at Heidelberg, the spirit at the event was truly unforgettable. Trendz Live producer Bulelani Lugokwana attended, and here is the lowdown.
The Great Train Race is not just about speed, it's also about history, community, and the thrill of bringing people together for a one-of-a-kind experience. From the iconic air flips to the vibrant atmosphere, this event has captured the hearts of many. We caught up with the founder of the event, Sidi, who gave us a glimpse of where this incredible concept came about.
The Great Train Race, as you know, is a reenactment of a race that happened in 1930 from Monaco to Calais. And it happened between the train Le Bleu and a Bentley Speed 6. That Bentley Speed 6 was driven by none other than Wolf Banata. Wolf Banata, as you know, is a relative, son of Banata. This inheritance of Wolf Banata from Barney Banata is what allowed him to be a major shareholder in Bentley and to also become the racing and this race between the steam train and the Bentley was very important because the steam train ruled the planet then, and it was then the automobile which was still evolving. When the Bentley arrived in London, the train did not make it even to Calais, and that was setting the tone for the future of the world. And that's where today we have the auto planet. So the idea is that we need to showcase to people the classics from all these four modes of transport. And this is like time travel. And when I say time travel, being here, feeling like you're in a different world with a steam train around you, cars like the Bentleys from the 30s, bikes and planes, but we don't want to limit it to that. See, we want people to touch, feel and get into them. And that's where we feel getting into a classic airplane for a flip or a classic helicopter or the charity rides that we have organized in these beautiful classic cars. You know, the idea is for the people, and especially the youngsters, the new generation, to get in there, and we hope that they fall in love with it.
Rodney McMillan, a passionate classic car collector, chats with us about the joy these vehicles bring across generations and the importance of keeping this heritage alive.
You get some elderly people that come past, they enjoy seeing the old cars which they used to drive or used to own, and it's also important for the young generation how the old cars used to look and for the heritage to go forward. I mean, that's after all what this whole event's about. So every week they all get started and they get driven from time to time to make sure that all the nuts and bolts get some grease and jointing, and that helps a lot in maintaining them. But yeah, if you're going to let it stand, it's most definitely going to go backwards very quickly.
And of course, we couldn't leave without finding out which of these beautiful gems holds dearest to his heart.
The Piranhas has got a special reason because the Piranhas, they've been built by Basil Green in the late 60s, early 70s in Edenvale, where he under license were licensed by Ford to take the small engines out and put B-block engines into it. So hence my father started with the Escort Piranha, then we got a Capri V8 Piranha, we got a V6 Capri Piranha, and then behind us here we've got a Cortina V6, which is from Alan Porter's. He's just showcasing with us today. And then the one you very ask is second special car. So my most special car is my father's car because of the history. The most second special car is this car. Was built by Generation Old School in Boksburg. It's got a V8 in, it's got aircon in, and
The energy here was most certainly infectious. Now let's find out from the people who made the race come alive.
It started this morning at 11 when they did the different engines.
When they started the Rolls Royce, that was incredible. And then we walked through all the cars. And then every time you walk through the cars, you see more cars. And they're like, have we seen this one before? And then they said the train was coming, so we had to find a spot. And we're still here.
And that's a wrap from the Great Train Race, where roaring engines, timeless classics and happy vibes came together to make memories that shall linger forever.
Honestly, that was giving doot parana in life. But anyway, the welcoming of a new season marks a fantastic period for fashion gurus to reveal new design. Seditsi Collection, a renowned fashion house celebrated for its African luxury garments with very distinct prints, recently launched its triumphant return to the fashion scene with a capsule Spring-Summer 2025 menswear range. Trendz producer Didi joined models and creatives in Sandton as they adorned the outfits from the new range. Ooh, I can't wait to see this one.
New flavor for a new season. This collection was inspired by a rather intriguing story founded in love.
The Spring-Summer collection, we decided we're going menswear. First collection, menswear. And what inspired the collection was the two friends of the brand who were getting married, and they were like, hey, can you dress us for our wedding? The couple is a same-sex couple, so we're like, this is answered prayers. So that's hence the name of the collection is Mirapelo Yabashimani Ba Kalahari Desert. It's basically answered prayers of an African boy child who grew up in an environment where they were not seen or stereotyped because they couldn't fully be themselves.
I'm catering for a modern man who is not afraid to tap into their masculinity and their femininity, because I believe that we all have that. So that is the modern man who says, I'm bold, I'm strong, and you know, I just love who I am. Spring Summer is very nice and bold and colorful, and colors that we follow trends, and we wanted to be hip and young and happening and relatable, right? It was very befitting because that's what we've been seeing. We've been seeing bootlegs, we've been seeing a lot of color, like your browns, your greens, and I think for me it was the right time.
With the prints being locally produced, This range exudes boldness of colors and rich textures, remaining grounded in African roots with dashes of contemporary elements.
We've always been about African print, and this specific print was our first that we designed. Hence, there's a lot of hearts, there's a lot of greens, there's a lot of browns, there's a lot of cream, which is a reflection of grounding and nature.
Organic fabrics, I believe in that, because for me I'm very cognizant of what is happening around the fashion world and what needs to be done, and being very kind to the environment, the cottons, the silks, and all of them are actually locally made.
Trust me, these clothes feel so good and they're so bright, confidence boosted up top. And to be honest, when it comes to these kind of clothes, culture, it's very organic, sustainable.
It's youthy and it's cultural. It infuses culture and even street fashion wear. So you can wear them everywhere because now it's summer. I mean, the colors are very bright. Everyone can see you when you come through.
I feel so happy. I'm wearing Seditsi, colorful, bright, shining. You can wear it everywhere. It's summer, spring, konke, zatu.
If you want to feel as great as me, just take a piece of this fashion items. It brings a fresh taste of Africanism, also including the idea of the urban street style into the new fashion industry.
As part of affirming personal identity, there's also a unique aspect to this range. Assertive and totally inclusive, there's no diluting one's identity here. Even ladies are welcome to adorn these fashion pieces.
Clothing have no gender, and clothing are just a piece of cloth that you can wear, and if you carry the look, you feel good in it, you must just embrace it. We don't really create specifically for men or women. We create garment that anybody can wear it, be it old or young, men or women.
Honestly, this thing called boyfriend look. When you malunding and you wake up in the morning and you grab whatever that you can grab, but it still looks amazing. And we see it with a lot of our celebrities and fashion icons, whereby you can take this and take that from your men's wardrobe and it still looks amazing and classical. It's because fashion shouldn't be restricting.
Wow, this feels really good because this design actually is for men, but we are all in it and we love the way it feels, the way how comfortable it is. Usually clothes that are designed for women are always so revealing and tight, but this is amazing and you feel like so cool.
For a woman who's into dresses, something like this makes me feel so fabulous, and at the same time this will be my everyday go-to wear, so I love it.
Traditional stories expressed through fabrics and prints. This range bears testament that fashion is undoubtedly a flamboyant African manner to clad ourselves this season.
Honestly, it's so refreshing to see men's fashion just take a life of its own. We are taking a break right now, and earlier on we actually teased on our social media as to who our next guest is going to be. Did you take your guesses at Trendz on SABC? If not, skawara, because when we come back, all will be revealed. Siyabuya. And on to a legend that was celebrated while she lived and posthumously because the Winnie Khumalo is known as one of South Africa's legendary musicians, known for tracks such as Live My Life and Kulezon Taba. Her music continues to resonate with many. 30 years later, it's no wonder South Africa's top artists will unite in Soweto tomorrow to celebrate the life and music of the late icon. In studio, we're joined by Winnie Khumalo's daughter, an award-winning and platinum, or rather multi-platinum winning and selling artist herself, Retabile Khumalo, as well as Swisa Dabula, manager of the celebratory event. Chimalang girls, and welcome to the show.
Hi.
I told you guys to relax. You know, you're at home right now. It's going to be a great time. Are you feeling good this evening?
We're good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Lita, obviously, I mean, you know your mom the best and the most. What do you think makes her so iconic in your eyes, at least?
My mom was always humble. I think I'm where I am today because of how she raised me. You know what I mean? So she was always humble. I mean, she worked with the likes of Brenda Fassie, Chico Twala. I mean, those are legends.
Those are legends.
You know
She
what I
is
mean?
too.
So shout out to her, man. I really miss her, by the way.
Yeah, I can just imagine. And looking at you, I feel like I'm looking at your mom.
My twin.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Spisa, I'm going to bring the next question to you because 30 years, of Winnie Khumalo might sound self-explanatory, but what makes her, or rather what impact has she had and the influence that she's had that we're trying to highlight through this event tomorrow?
I'd say basically from growing up in Soweto and looking at her as a big icon.
Yeah.
She's influenced a lot of people. Her own daughter, as you can tell. So she's worked with the likes of Cleo, Mama Mela was sing Hamba now.
The
vibe, the hype, that's all of her, So it's not just about her music, but the influence that she had in the townships and then everyone believing they can do what she could do because she brought it up,
She was basically saying, like, black child, no matter where you're from, it's possible. And I guess that's an impact that we all still remember about your mom.
Definitely.
Yeah. But you want to be so involved in making sure that her legacy lives on and continues. Why is this endeavor so, close to your heart?
Because she's my mother,
Yeah.
of course, and she has helped a lot of artists in the industry, the likes of Donald, the likes of Candy.
What?
Yo, there's a lot. Yes. It's a yeah, baningi, man. Yo, baningi.
And that's why baza baningi kusasa ukuthi bazomcelebrate.
You know.
And I must actually ask you, so Uguti, I'm sure people at home are wondering if they haven't obviously gotten their tickets yet. Who's actually going to be on the lineup? And please, you can drop names, MCs, the likes, the words. Give it out to all of us.
We've got DJ Cleo.
Okay.
Of course. We've got DJ Spoo.
Yeah.
Candy Woman.
Oh, my Bitso. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chico Twala, Bab Chico, of course, the classics.
Yeah.
Nogwazi, we've got, and then
DJ Z.
Yeah.
Bongs.
Yes.
We've got Ntombe as well, DJ Spoo. Yo, Zisazokala.
Zisazokala,
I can't wait.
Oh my
MC's on
gosh.
fire.
Are you not hosting though tomorrow?
Gamnandi Ganjani.
Oh my gosh. How are you? Because obviously this is to celebrate your mom and honor her. How are you feeling about being able to be on the stage to then bring this to life to the people?
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I really wish I had done this while Asapil. Sometimes abantu bethu, we only appreciate them masebanga seko, and I feel like that's a really bad habit, you know. So I think we need to change
as an industry as a whole, right?
Yes, because abantu mabashona, that's when people bazama support. The numbers went up after she passed on. YouTube, the numbers are going up. But the time she was alive, they were just stuck there. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
It is what it is, but I hope that you can always remember that your mom did such amazing work, and even just in raising you.
Yes.
And although you could not do that while she was still here, the fact that you're still honoring her memory, because we're not just doing this year concert for like create more things. That's what you need to always be proud of, because some people always forget, legends and icons.
True.
So you're not doing that. So please just remember that for my sake, at least. Like, surely some conversation happened somewhere. Where did it start to be like, okay, we're doing it? I want to know.
Firstly, mina no Swiso singabangani. We're friends. We always thinking business.
Okay.
Ways oguthi singakhula kanjani as singathini singama young adults.
Yeah.
So we were like, no, let's honor Oma Winza West. I mean, she's always done the most for us, and she's also friends with Ubab Dabula. So
it just made sense.
Yeah. It's like how she also made sure that Imemori Brenda Fassie lives on. Any interview mama spoke about Brenda Fassie. So what she did for Brenda is what I'm gonna do for her.
Oh my goodness. And I really hope that people watching at home are also inspired to remember to do that, maybe even for their parents.
You know what I mean?
You're not in the industry, do something to always honor the people that were here before us, because they are the reason Silana. I have to ask you though, Uguti, you guys picked Soweto as the venue for this event. Was there a particular reason why you did Soweto? Because you could have done it anyway, I guess.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so why that one? And this one in particular?
As Ashur, it's Mama Windsor was a friend of Babtabula. So the venue is Babtabula and they were great friends. So it's home ground for her.
Yes. Oh my gosh, guys!
Yeah, so the numbers and everything, the venue looks, and the fact that she's from Soweto as well.
It counts.
You know, it counts.
Yeah.
So it's home.
Okay, so but maybe you must tell the people at home exactly are tickets still available? Because I've been seeing your socials popping about the event. So because guys, I need you're here for a reason.
Yes, of course. Tickets are still available.
All right.
Unfortunately, first phase is done.
Okay.
Now we're sitting at basically at the gate because it's tomorrow. You know what I mean? So so you know people can still come and get tickets at the gate. The venue is big enough to carry the whole of
the whole of Africa. But I love that we're obviously speaking about the Live My Legacy, concert that is happening tomorrow. But girl, we know you are also killing it in the streets of music, honey. Right now, you've got a hit single out. Wait, on radio, everybody, it's charting, it's doing so well. Tell us a little bit more about it.
The song is Gqeberha. Well, it's not officially out. And I'm now be shocked. You understand? She's from
Period.
You know? So the song is called Amaphupho. It's about going out there. I mean, I think everyone has a dream, you know. So the song is basically encourage abantu ukuthi bahambe bayofeza amaphupho abo. You know, Mina, I've always wanted to be a star. I did Idols, I did The Voice, and I got that no, but look at where I'm sitting now.
Look at you now, because of what? Persistency and continuing to push.
Exactly.
I have to ask you though, you had a mom that's famous.
Yes.
She's in the music industry. Why did you decide to say, I'm going to fight for this my own way and not just be like, well, I'm Winnie Kumalo's daughter?
Yeah. Well, I hated the fact that people always said, you are where you are because of your mom. I wanted to show them, I can do this. And I did it. You know, Pumegu Top 16. I see no Stop it right there. The Live My Life Legacy concert is happening tomorrow. Everybody must come out to Soweto. I had so much fun with the both of you. And when I go back, song officially out. Thank you. It's so lovely to meet you. And thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Like I said, I could talk to these two all night long. But we are getting into our second story of the night. And we're shifting gears from ocean views to flavors that capture the spirit of Gqeberha. The Sunrise Hotel gave us the perfect start to our journey, but this was only the beginning ahead. The city itself was waiting to be explored, and now it's our turn to join in. Thank you guys so much.
From the moment we touched down Gqeberha, the ocean greeted us on one side and the Nelson Mandela Bay municipality on the other. Smiles, welcome signs, and the promise of a memorable stay. A short drive along the coastline brought us to the Sunrise Hotel, where the warmth continued with speeches and a hearty brunch hosted by our partners from Gqeberha and the municipality. It was the perfect way to set the tone for days ahead.
What we aim to endeavor is to offer the best of what our properties have to offer. I mean, if you're a leisure tourist and you are coming to Nelson Mandela Bay for the first time, I mean, Nelson Mandela Bay is really known for its scenic views and, of course, its coastline. So we have a hotel that is really at the heart of that coastline at Blue Water Bay. So if you're traveling with your family, even if you're traveling for business during tourism month or any other month, you know, the hotel has literally, you know, has welcomed thousands of visitors who are traveling on business. You know, you can hop onto the N2 and go straight into your business of the day and go straight to the airport after that. So it's always an opportunity for us to create a sunrise moment, whether it's for the leisure tourist or the business tourist. Or, I mean, we are also known to host some great events in our properties, whether it be baby showers, weddings, parties, anniversaries. I think the hotel caters to that experience.
A city that boasts of coastal offerings and well-known events that draw tourists here, we knew our itinerary was going to be spectacular. So we took some much-needed downtime with some massages before the afternoon game drive.
You know what? Nelson Mandela Bay is the home of Big 7. Most of the people ask me, what is this Big 7 are you talking about, Supervisor? Big 7, we have the Big 5, but also because our safari cuts through our ocean, therefore we have number 6 as well, and then number 7, a big white shark. Yes, for example, what is happening in the safari? The community understand the economy that is driving in the safari, and also what is the importance of the safari, inclusive into the ocean. What is in the ocean? It's a blue economy. In the Eastern Cape, we don't have mines like the Johannesburg, but we do actually. Ours is beautiful and it's moving, it's blue. So our money is in the sea. So we actually educate our communities the benefits of having this beautiful ocean and how we can work around in terms of economic development, sustainability, and also how the community can leverage and also educate the importance of keeping it alive because of the species that are living within that ocean.
So before we decided to take the city for the next few days, we explored what our base had to offer. Ocean views and sundowners came highly recommended.
Today we prepared medium rare steak with salad and chips. And then we also have a Cape salmon and then a stir fry.
As the sun dipped into the ocean, flavors from the kitchen met with the rhythm of the waves. A perfect prelude to the days of adventure and discovery awaiting us in Gqeberha.
Listen, if you have just switched on to SABC News, because the show is not done yet. We just need to pay some bills so we can continue to give you all you need to activate your weekend the trendy way. We'll be turning the spotlight onto food and shoes. But let me not give too much away just to spark your curiosity. We'll be right back. Just like I told you, we are back, diving into art and vibrancy. Student Dieu Marie Lou paints shoes with anime motifs in her workshop. Lou always paints requested designs. When customers ask for something specific, she puts it on the shoes. From portraits to cartoon drawings, she doesn't limit herself to anything. It's true what they say, creativity truly takes immense courage. So let's walk a mile in her shoes, shall we?
A 24-year-old student from West German town Niestertal near Kassel has turned plain sneakers into unique works of art featuring anime motifs, portraits and nature-inspired designs. Diumai Maria Lou's creations, marketed through social media under her label Customs by Mai, are gaining traction among customers and even professional athletes. Initially focusing on custom designs requested by her clients, Lou noted that anime and manga motifs now account for most of her work, a trend that developed organically. At first, she started with portraits, and she made a lot of them. Now, though, about 80% of what she does are anime designs. Lou can put pretty much anything onto shoes. Each pair of sneaker takes an average of 6 to 8 hours to complete, though complex designs may require up to 12. The end result always makes her think that all the time spent was completely worth it. Her journey into custom sneaker art began unexpectedly. Despite her growing success, Lou remains modest.
I need a pair of those shoes. But on to the next topic for tonight. Ever wondered what astronauts eat in space? Well, you'll be thrilled to know that Nigerian African dish egusi is being considered as a meal in space. Yes, you heard right. This is for its nutritional properties and more. The melon seeds of egusi recently took a trip orbiting the Earth as a test of whether they would survive conditions in space. So let's find out what the fate of this Nigerian treat enjoyed by other cultures might be. This time, it's space travel.
Egusi soup is a staple of Nigerian cuisine, and believe it or not, it might one day be consumed on the moon or on Mars. This culinary dream is closer to reality after melon seeds from which the dish is made orbited the Earth for 7 days and returned earlier this year in August. Nigerian entrepreneur and founder of intelligence company Space in Africa selected the seeds for the mission. He was in Florida as the seeds took off from NASA's Cape Canaveral Space Center.
It was like, wow, finally we're doing this, and it meant a lot to me personally.
The mission is to find out how the protein-rich seeds react to conditions in space. And a University of Florida scientist says future astronauts would need better quality foods than the ultra-processed freeze-dried meals that are currently space staples.
Plant a seed in the soil, the roots always go down and the shoots always go up. In space, they lose their reference. So if you have a seed germinate in space, they grow all over the place and the roots the same thing. So we're figuring out, can the plants adapt to microgravity? And if they can, that will be of value for astronauts for long-term missions like going to Mars or going back to the moon. Because especially for Mars, which is a long trip, astronauts need to have a good source of nutrients. So having a variety of food crops that they can grow in space, that will be of value to them.
The seeds will now be studied for genetic changes triggered by their time in orbit. Researchers say if they are shown to adapt to the stress of microgravity, they could be more tolerant to environmental stress back on Earth, such as droughts and floods. According to the company of Space, the choice of seed was motivated not only by the nutritional properties, but also by culture and symbolism.
Everybody in Nigeria eats egusi, and even other people in some West African countries and Africans in the diaspora, this is something they could connect to. So, the idea was something that originates from this part of the world. And personally, I feel like egusi is that seed that tells that story.
The results would be made public in a publication in the next 3 months. So which staple food from your country do you think could also get to space someday?
Yeah, Wazy King, I don't think I can ever get used to this part of the show. Having to love and leave you, angiko righty. But that is all we have in store this evening on Trendz Live. You know what they say? Time flies when you're having fun. But good news, we're back again next week, Friday at 8 p.m. sharp, right here on SABC News. If you didn't miss the show, be sure to check out tonight's full episode on our YouTube channel. A big thank you to all our guests for joining us, and an even bigger appreciation to you for tuning in and choosing us. My name is Candy, wishing you a wonderful weekend ahead. Until next time, you know what I say, stay sweet. Mwah. Good night.